if you haven't tuned in yesterday in the morning, exciting things can happen today again, as we had a record holder. And that happened within the first 3 heats of the morning session yesterday. Yesterday's world junior record was broken by Turut Zoe with, I believe, 21.29. And that's heat 2 concluded of the women's 50 meters surface, in a fight to earn a place in a very competitive final this afternoon. In Heat 3 we have Dirdaitė Emilija, Lane 1. In Lane 2 Lisauskaitė Liepa, both from Lithuania. In Lane 3 Ertemel Irmak from Turkey. In Lane 4 Teliusi Ifigenia from Greece. In Lane 5 Hrechkina Yelizaveta from Ukraine. In Lane 6 Yodimak Jolanta from Poland. In Lane 7 Ivanova Ilyana from Finland. In Lane 8 Kurenia Sofia from Austria. In the current heats in Lane 4 we have Teliusi Ifigenia, a new European junior record holder. She achieved the new best in 50-meter apnea with an exciting and incredible time of 16.28. Perhaps it's safe to say that she is the favorite in the heat and perhaps already holds a ticket to the final this afternoon. Well, and if Teliusi is after the world and European junior record, the current world record is owned by Ortega Garcia Nicole Daya from Colombia, achieved last year with 17.51, and the European junior record belongs to Michalushkina Ekaterina with 17.56. Unfortunately, by Teliusi Ifigenia is just a little bit short of that in the morning heat, but I believe she will attempt to beat that in the finals this afternoon.
Summary of qualified athletes going to the finals. And now, men's 50-meter circus. Heat number 1. Lane 2. Palanga, Slovakia. Lane 3. Spain. Lane 4. Ukraine. Lane 5. Dexter Joseph. Hungary. Lane 6.
And that's women's 50-meter surface concluded. Opening day 3 of the European Junior Championship. Moving on to men's heat 1. In lane 2 we have McNabb Adam from Slovakia. In lane 3 Castro Palata Adrian from Spain. Lane 4 Yelisiev David from Ukraine. Lane 5 Dese Marcel Josef from Hungary. Lane 6 Schutben from Germany. And in lane 7 Manucheri Shervin from Austria. The favorite of Heat 1, in lane 4, Yasiliev David with a predicted time of 16.83. Apologies, 82. Yelisiev with 16.71.
The results are officially. Heat number 2. Lane 1. Kozlowski Oscar, Palanga. Lane 2. Salzburg Alexander, Estonia.
And that's Heat 1 completed. Moving on to Heat 2. In lane 1 we have Kozlowski Oscar from Poland. In lane 2 Sotstogov Alexander from Estonia. Lane 3 Vignoli Chiole from Italy. Lane 4 Mikhailidis Anastasios from Greece. Lane 5 Saltik Yekta Turlik from Turkey. Lane 6 Berger Alex from Germany. And in lane 7 Guarini Matteo from Italy. In case you are curious, both world and European junior record belongs to Kachmashev Egor, achieved in 2019 in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, with an impressive 15.41. There's predicted attempts here today to best that in the finals, but we shall see. Favorite of Heat 2 with 16.31 predicted result, the Greek Mikhailidis Anastasios in lane 4. with a slightly worse result than his predicted result in this heat. Michailidis Anastasios still, I believe, holds the ticket to the finals this afternoon, where I believe all the athletes, the top 8, will give their 150% in a race for the medals and the title of the European Junior Champion. And last but not least, Heat 3 of men's 50-meter surface. In lane 1 we have Janko Ben from Austria. Lane 2 Svoboda Jakub from Czech Republic. Lane 3 Umanets Yaroslav from Ukraine. Lane 4 Kokinos Rafael from Greece. In lane 5 Reinsonas Ignas from Lithuania, and Paleckis Robertas in lane 6 from Lithuania as well. And in lane 7 Ratsenko Maxim from Estonia. The last heat in one of the most competitive and intense events in Finswimming to secure their places in the final were Kokinas and arriving first, followed by Lithuanian Reinsonas. And that concludes 50-meter surface heats of the morning session. We will be moving on to 100 meters by fin. It appears that we have a disqualification of Paleckis Robertas. At least that's what I see on the board. I will have to clarify later on, or apologies, that might have been a mistake on the board live in the swimming pool. But here are our finalists for the afternoon session in a race to achieve the title of the European Junior Champion on 50-meter surface. Yes, I can confirm that. Yes, Giole Vignoli from Italy and Robertas Paleckis from Lithuania have been disqualified with reasons undisclosed. Well, before we move on to the 100-meter by-fin event, just to give you a little context if you're tuning in for the first time today, we're live from Klaipėda, Lithuania at the 18th CMAS European Junior Championship. We are really proud to host this event for the first time in Lithuanian sports history. It is a delight to have you tune in online to the broadcast. We have a total of 176 athletes from 16 European countries participating here, with the largest teams from Greece, Spain, Estonia, Hungary and Ukraine. And we're proud to have 14 athletes representing Lithuania as well. And here is Heat 1 of women's 100-meter by-fin. In lane 1 we have Bachovaitė Laura from Lithuania. In lane Kovicova Kristina from Slovakia. Lane 3 Kasarini Munoz Greta from Spain. Lane 4 Penina Tetiana from Ukraine. Lane 5 Turuts Zoe from Hungary. Lane 6 Siodmiak Jolanta from Poland. In lane 7 Gersak Dora from Croatia. The predicted leader of this event, Tetiana Penina from Ukraine, has a predicted result of 50.13. We'll see her live up to this result in a few moments here at the finish line. There's quite a long post-turn dive there. There's a really fine balance to tread. You don't want to overdo it, as it might cost you the whole race. And Tetiana Penina with 48.81. I believe that's her time. A very, very impressive improvement to her predicted time, and it is a second away from the world junior record set at 47.16. It is certain that we will see that attempt later this afternoon at the finals. The world junior record belongs to Patlasova Maria, and she's held on to that title since 2016. She achieved 47.16 in 100-meter by-fin in Annemasse, France. The athletes in Heat 2 are getting ready to take positions at the start. We have another ambitious predicted result here in Heat 2. Vlachatnani Panagiota from Greece with 49.75. And in lane 4, And in the rest of the heat 2, in lane 1 we have Tanis Pauline from Estonia. Lane 2, Hradecka Vera from Slovakia. Lane 3, Chernyshuk Valeria from Ukraine. Lane 4, Vlachatnoni Panagiota from Greece. In lane 5, Shabo Flora from Hungary. Lane 6, Kalanka Elettra from Italy. And in lane 7, Kaivola Emma from Finland. Antoni, as predicted, has taken the lead at the turning point, but there is a pretty close margin between her and some of the other lanes. It's all about the last few strokes. And Elettra Kalanka has said, no, I'm going to be first this time. A great finish by Kalanka from Italy with 49.85.
The results are shown.
Although not outbesting Tatiana's 48.81 from the previous heat. A strong contender for the finals indeed.
Heat number 3. Lane 1, Zalmova Jane, Estonia. Lane 2, Lane 3, Oyusu Pasalosu, Turkey. Lane 4, Bartolomeu Lydia, Greece. Lane 5, Divisova Clara, Turkey. Lane 6, Lucia Aurora, Italy. Lane 7, Juliette Scott.
Heat 3 with loud vocal support. We have in lane 1 Zeltova Yana from Estonia. Lane 2 Anton Alzamora Maria from Spain. Lane 3 Koyunsu Masal Osku from Turkey. In lane 4 Panteloglu Lydia from Greece. In lane 5 Divisova Clara from Czech Republic. In lane 6 Kricci Aurora from Italy. In lane 7 Dudek Krzysztofa from Poland. And in lane 8 the Lithuanian Ragimovaitė Kamila. We've seen some impressive results from Heat 1 and Heat 2. And naturally, we expect to see even better things from Heat 3. Lane 4, Pantaglou Lydia from Greece, the predicted leader of Heat 3 with the predicted result of 49.18. We've seen excellent examples of what an excellent finish can achieve in this competition. With 49.80. Pantaglou Lydia secures her place in the final. However, in the morning session, Penina Tatiana is the current favorite with 48.81 achieved in Heat 1. And to remind you, the world junior record stands at 47.16. So there's quite a bit of way to go for those ambitious enough to beat it this afternoon. And here they are. The top three from Heats 1, 2, and 3. Tatiana Penina, Lydia Pantaglou, and Electra Kalanka. Nevertheless, some really good efforts here today from women in 100-meter bifin event. And now we shall move on to men's Heat 1. And in Heat 1 out of 3 in men's 100-meter bifin in lane 1, we have Golovin Ivan from Estonia, Avalona Michelle from Italy in lane 2, Karatsabai Arda from Turkey in lane 3, Giannitsakis Vasilios from Greece in lane 4, Milauskas Mayas from Lithuania in lane 5, in lane 6, Moshna Vitor from Poland, in lane 7, Ulrich Daniel from Czech Republic, and in lane 8, King Louis from Austria. The predicted favorite of Heat 1, Giannitsakis Vasilios, has a predicted result time at 44.20. Lithuanian Majus Milauskas in the lead in the first 15 meters, but we do need a strong finish. It is crucial to really give it your 200% to ensure that you arrive there first. And yet, Giannitsakis gets there first, leaving Milauskas behind by a second or so. 43.76. which is an improvement, a significant improvement from his predicted result. Once again, in case you're curious, the world junior record is set by Fetkin Alexei at an impressive 41.56. And he's held on to that since 2016, since he achieved that in Istanbul, Turkey. I believe Milauskas Majus has improved his personal best in the Lithuanian record, junior record, that was previously standing at 45.06, and he has achieved 44.38 in the previous heat. So congratulations to Milauskas Majus for beating his personal best and the Lithuanian junior record in that. In Heat 2, we have Maknab Adam in Lane 1 from Slovakia. In Lane 2, Siciliano Francesco from Italy. In Lane 3, Usar Makaya Mikel from Spain. In Lane 4, Sinidas Evangelos from Greece. In Lane 5, Meyer David from Hungary. In Lane 6, Samba David from Czech Republic. In Lane 7, Yavuzla Sandberg from Turkey. In Lane 8, Buchatsky Andrei from Slovakia. Once again, the current leading result of the morning session is at 43.76. Headed for the finish line. Meyer David, not the predicted leader of the heat, arrives there first with 43.61, making that the most ambitious result in the morning session here at men's 100-meter bifin. And last but not least, we have Heat 3 athletes headed to the start. set by Meyer David in the previous heat. The best in this event this morning is 43.61. We are in heat 3, lane 1. We have Olejnik Gleb from Lithuania. Lane 2, Komar Filip from Poland. Lane 3, Korniev Artem from Ukraine. Lane 4, Delange Willem from France. Also from France in lane 5, Porat Sasha. In lane 6, Vince Martel from Hungary. In lane 7, Zosim Timofil from Ukraine. And in lane 8, Bauman Robin from Estonia. The predicted leader of this heat in lane 4, French athlete Delange Willem, with a predicted result that is superior to the ones we've seen today so far, 43.46. And if he achieves that, and even a little bit better, he has got the first ticket to go to finals this afternoon and establish the status of European junior champion in 100 meters by fin. Oh my, that is a close race for the first 15 meters. So he's curious to see whether the first at the 50-meter line will be the first in finish. Delange's teammate Poira is threatening to take the first place. And we have Delange as predicted, arriving there first, but not as well as we had hoped, with only 44.41, a whole second worse than his predicted result. But I believe still there's nothing to worry about. Once you're in the final, you really need to do better than that if you want to be the gold medalist, which makes Meyer David from Hungary the favorite in the finals with 43.61. And that concludes Heat 3 out of 3 of men's 100-meter bifin. We will be shortly moving on to 200-meter immersion event.
Heat number 1. Lane 2. Lithuania. Lane 3. Palanga, Estonia. Lane 5. Baltic Sea, Hungary. Lane 6. Estonia.
Women's 200-meter immersion heat 1 out of 2. At the start line, we have Morschakina Elena in lane 2 from Lithuania. Lane 3, Ikonen Polina from Estonia. In lane 4, Liapko Margarita from Ukraine. In lane 5, Horpatsi Hanna Barbara from Hungary. In lane 6, Napus Tele from Estonia. Favorite of Heat 1 with a predicted time of 1 minute 30.51, Liapka Margarita from Ukraine. Loud roars of support from the teammates. And well deserved, as it is a pretty tough event with a pretty heavy oxygen tank. We can already see a formation of leadership establishing there on the water. Liapka making the first 500-meter turn first. A pretty good sense of the depth of the swimming pool here, with no seconds spent at the 100-meter turning point. As I mentioned earlier, it is crucial to know where, in terms of depth in the swimming pool, to position yourself for the most ultimate performance here. And we can see Liapka, Ikonen, she certainly knows what she's doing, because she's over 2 seconds ahead of the predicted favorite, Liapka. Things can unfold in unexpected ways in an event such as 200-meter immersion. Great feel of the depth. Fabulous performance from Ikonen. Unexpected yet exciting for the Estonian team at 1 minute 28.32. And that's over 2 seconds better than her predicted time, making her the current favorite as she celebrates her entry to the finals.
The results are official.
Apologies for the interruption in the audio. It appears that an alarm has gone off in the swimming pool, and we're waiting for further confirmation before I continue commentating. Thank you. Apologies. We have to pause for at least 10 minutes. Apologies for the inconvenience caused. We've been told, and the athletes at the start have been told, there's going to be a timeout, so we will update you as soon as we know anything. Thank you. Apologies, we've been told to resume amidst the current slight disruption here. We continue to broadcast women's 200 meters immersion heat 2. In lane 1 we have Karabulut Ece Asia from Turkey. In lane 2 Salsano Georgia from France. In lane 2 Iliaki Klianthi from Greece. In lane 4, Furton Bellini Caliste from France. In lane 5, Kellerman Alma from Germany. In lane 6, Manthi Maxime from Germany. In lane 7, Lisovskaite Liepa from Lithuania. And the world junior record is as fresh as of March 2024, because we do have the world junior record holder here with us today, Furton Bellini Caliste from France. The current world junior record belongs to her at 1 minute 27.16, and that is her predicted time, and obviously the favorite of both of the heats so far. As expected, Furton Bellini Caliste leading the game here. She has gone a little bit low down in the pool for her 100-meter turn, which can cost a couple of seconds in the long run. She is competing against herself today, with her world junior record standing at 1 minute 27.16. She seems to be on track to achieve that again, or perhaps even better the result, making it difficult for other athletes here, threatening to take over that title of the world junior record holder. However, what happens in the morning heats does not determine the medalists, and she finishes at 1 minute 28.90, making Liapka Margarita the highest achiever in the morning heats today. And it currently is between the two of them. And we shall find out who's best in the finals. And that heat, 2 out of 2 of women's 200-meter immersion completed. We're moving on to men's. In heat 1, we have Paleckis Robertas from Lithuania settling in lane 1. Draukšas Donatas from Lithuania as well in lane 2. Varadis Alan from Hungary in lane 3. Alain Gabriel from France in lane 4. Mizara Jakub from Czech Republic in lane 5. Markiewicz Karol from Poland in lane 6. And Zufare Ayala Javier from Spain in lane 7. Well, once again, the current world junior record for men's 200-meter immersion is set by Aleksuk Nikita at 1 minute 22.59. And he is here with us today, appearing in Heat 2 shortly after Heat 1. It's always exciting to have a record holder in the swimming pool competing against themselves and also threatened by other athletes out to get there and better that result. We do have an ambitious predicted favorite at 1 minute 22.30 that is predicted better than the world junior record, and that is for Alain Gabriel from France. A lot is expected from Alain, and we shall see if he achieves that. Despite having predicted ambitious results, Alain does not even appear in the first top 3, with Mizera Jakub from Czech Republic being the first one there at 50-meter turning point. And as you can see, the different levels of where they are at and how it affects their turning. Alain, who has calculated his depth very well, manages to emerge back on top. And it's all about the finish line after the following turning. It's quite a heated competition here between Alain and Mizera. And now it's a race back to see if perhaps the new world junior record has been broken today in a morning session. Well, not quite yet, but Alain is certainly a threat for that. He secures his place in the finals, and there is when he is going to attempt and spend all of his efforts and energy. One minute 23.53, currently the best result in men's 200-meter immersion. We have heat 2 of men's 200-meter immersion. In lane 1, Adum Ali Aras from Turkey. In lane 2, Alashkov Mikola from Ukraine. Rokos Angelos from Greece in lane 3, and another Greek, Pittis Alexandros, in lane 4. Ukrainian Alexuk Nikita in lane 5. Stegemann Wilhelm from Germany in lane 6, and Moya Alvarez Alvaro from Spain in lane 7. As I mentioned earlier, we have a world junior record holder, Alexuk Nikita, in lane 5. He had set that earlier this year in February in Aix-en-Provence at 1 minute 22:59. However, we have even more ambitious plans here in this heat, with Pittis Alexandros from Greece aiming for a minute 21.98. The stakes are high for Pittis Alexandros, and a lot is expected. And incredibly swift first 15 meters. Multiple leaders here, with Stegemann taking the lead in the first 50 meters. Alexandros Pittis nowhere to be seen. However, things can change, and it is all about how you approach the turning point here. And Pittis got the assignment. Oh no, we have someone emerging up. We've got one athlete off the race. We just saw him emerge from the water and drop his oxygen tank, but the race continues on with Pittis with his eyes on the prize, with a predicted time at 1 minute 21.98. As we saw in the first 2 days, anything can happen here in Klaipėda, Lithuania, in our swimming pool. That proved to be lucky to some athletes here. And we have Pittis at 1:23:04, not quite the world junior record. Alexuk Nikita can stay calm for the rest of today, but not until the afternoon. We have some ambitious athletes from both Heat 1 and Heat 2 out there to get him and to claim the world junior record title. Despite the record holder Nikita Alexuk not living up to his hype, we have Alexandros Pittis with 1 minute 23.04 as the current favorite of men's 200 immersion, and we shall see what happens in the finals this afternoon. As that concludes our 200-meter immersion event, we are moving on to an exciting part of the day, the 400 by fin mixed relay. And for those who are not familiar with the concept, it is a fairly recent concept in fin swimming. Up until recently, we did not have mixed teams in relays. It used to be just men or women's teams competing. But today, at the 4 by 100 meter by fin mixed relay, we will have 2 men and 2 women, 2 best men and 2 best women from each team, going head to head for a place in the finals. Headed to the Heat 1, the teams from Slovakia in lane 2, consisting of Buchachki Andrei, Andrakovicha Kristina, McNabb Adam, Hradecka Vera. The formation is male, woman, and it cannot be altered or changed. It is as strict as that. Moving on to lane 3, we have the Turkish team, Yavuz Sandberg, Piskinoglu Ozun, Karatabay Arda, Koyuntunu Masal Ozgu. Hungary team in lane 4 with Shash Matepal, Shabo Flora, Dobos Laszlo, Turut Zoe. In lane 5 we have the Polish team with Smoshna Viktor, Dudek Krzysztofa, Komar Filip, Siodmiak Jolanta. Lane 6, the Spanish team with Usar Makaya Mikel, Cabello Perez Alba, Sufiore Ayera Javier, and Casarini Munoz Greta. And the last but not least, lane 7 Lithuanian team, Milauskas Majus, Ragimovaita Kamila, Olejnik Gleb, and Pachovaita Laura. We'll start with a bang from all the teams. The predicted leaders of this heat are Hungarian team with 3 minutes 09.24.25. Apologies, and here they are with the first athlete, Shash Matepal, leading the race, leading Hungary. But in order to really truly hit the nail to the head, you need to achieve a considerable advantage to other teams. Otherwise, a lot is at stake, and Hungary continue their lead. And the second athlete on Hungarian team, Saba Flora. It's all about the women now. As I said, this is where the teams pick their very best from both genders, categories, and go head to head with other European teams. Quite an exciting watch indeed. You can see there's quite a bit of difference in the positions of each team and their chances of winning the heat and going to the finals. Hungary are going strong still with their third athlete in the pool, keeping on advancing and making life a little bit easier for the last athlete to jump, which is going to be a woman athlete. And it's about the final 100 meters for Hungary. As I have mentioned earlier, their predicted result is 3 minutes 9.25. Turut Zoe from Hungary, a world record holder from yesterday in 15 meters by Finn. She's one to be trusted here, and an obvious choice for the Hungarian team for Zoe Turut to finish. It appears there is a little bit of a discrepancy in the display here, with the Turkish team appearing early on in the race as a it could be due to mishandling of the electronic system. However, I believe we might see the results on the board when they are clear. And if we don't, it is pretty safe to say that we will see Hungary in the finals. The anticipation to see the results on the board. And I believe they are in. I can see that live from the swimming pool. We have the Hungarian team with 3 minutes 12 seconds and 35 milliseconds. Not as great as predicted, however, they are the best in their heat. They're going to the finals. Moving on to heat 2 of the mixed 400-meter biathlon relay. Announcing teams for Heat 2 of 400-meter mixed biathlon relay. In lane 2 we have the Estonian team with Golovin, Ivan, Ikonen Polina, Bauman Robin and Zoltova Jana. In lane 3 the Czech team with Ulrich Daniel, Studena Sara, Divisova Klara and Zemba David. In lane 4 the Greek team with Senditas Evangelos, Vlachetoni Panagiota and Giannitsakis Vasileos and Panteloglu Lydia. In lane 5 we have the Italian team with Siciliano Francesco, Criccio Aurora, Avalone Michele and Kalanka Elettra. And in the lane 6 we have the Ukrainian team with Zastim Timofey, Chernishuk Valeria, Korniev Artyom and Penina Tatiana. In lane 7 the Austrian team with King Louis, Korenaya Sofia, Janko Ben and Vojnar Julia. The predicted leaders of Heat 2, Greek team with 3 minutes, 5 seconds and 67 milliseconds. The current world junior record of this event stands at 3 minutes, 2 seconds, 44 milliseconds, set by the CMAS team in Istanbul, Turkey, on the 30th of July, 2018. And just to clarify, just to clarify by saying the CMAS team, it is Russian athletes competing under an independent name. Italians emerge at the top in the first 50 meters in pursuit of a considerable advantage. Italy, the second predicted favorites, are fighting to be first at the finish line in the morning heat today. The previous best result in Heat 1 was 3 minutes 12.35. And the Greek team is overtaking Italians. Every stroke matters in achieving advantage. We have the Greek team leading by an advantage of over 1 second, but that's not something to be discouraged about for the Italian team. I believe we have the third athletes here, women. Apologies. Male athletes, third in line in the relay. The leading three is the Greek, Ukrainian, and Italian teams. The final 100 meters, everything is in their hands. The finishing female athlete team players. And we have the Greek team headed for the finish line, having established the advantage in the last 50-meter turn. But it's all about a powerful finish. Here we are. We have Greece, Ukraine, and Italy coming in the top three. Their predicted time was 3 minutes 5 seconds. They did not achieve that, but they did achieve the best result in both of the heats so far at 3 minutes 10.19. Making them the leaders and the potential gold medalists in the finals. And that concludes the 400-meter mixed bifin relay. We will shortly be moving on to men's 4x50-meter surface relay. If I say so myself, quite an exciting and an entertaining watch. we have the men's 4x50 meter surface. Teams headed to the start, and in lane 3 we have Ukraine with Umanets Yaroslav, Aloshkov Mikola, Aleksuk Nikita, Yelisiev David. In lane 4 the Turkish team with Karatsabay Arda, Odum Ali Aras, and Sukur Ege and Saltik Yekta Tulik. In lane 5 the Hungarian team with Mayer David, Giulia Levente, Vince Marcel, and Deste Marcel Yosef. And in lane 6 the Spanish team with Castro Plata, Adrian Rojas Garcia Mario, Moya Alvarez Alvaro, and Zufiore Ayera Javier. After having done some research, it appears that there is no World Junior or adult record of 4x50 meter surface men's relay. The best on the record, at least what I found on our Finswimming Wikipedia page, is the 4x50 meters surface relay. In the mixed category, so we do not really have an official benchmark here. It's all about the European gold. The predicted leaders of this heat is a Turkish team with 1 minute 11 seconds exactly. However, the Spanish team are ahead in the first 15 meters. As you can see, it's quite interesting, the 4x50 meter relay. There's athletes on both ends of the pool. It is the closest to tennis you will get in Finswimming here. And the Spanish team are leading the game here. They are after the gold, but as I said, as you can see, a powerful finish is everything. And unexpectedly, a powerful finish from the Ukrainian team by Yelisiev David sets them as the leaders of Heat 1 at 1 minute 9 seconds 82. A much better result than predicted for them initially. Swiftly moving on to Heat 2 of men's 4x50 meter relay. I believe we only have men here today competing in the 4x50 meter surface relay. In lane 2 we have the Lithuanian team consisting of Reinsonas Ignas, Paleckis Robertas, Piekis Domantas, and Draukšas Donatas. In lane 3 we have the Estonian team Ratsenko Maxim, Bauman Robin, his sibling Vaman Sten, and Sotsugov Alexander. In lane 4 the Greek team consisting of Michailidis Anastasios, Rokos Angelos, Pitis Alexandros, Kokinos Rafael. In lane 5 the Italian team with Bianchi Jacopo, Gini Gianluca, Guarini Matteo, and Vignoli Giole. In lane 6 the German team with Berger Alex, Schutz Ben, Stegemann Wilhelm and Billet Benedict. What an impressive start. We have the Greek and Lithuanian and German teams leading the top three. Just to remind you, the best performance of Heat 1 was 1 minute 9.82. The Greek team emerging as the leaders with a predicted time better than the previous best of Heat 1 at 1 minute 8.23. And here they are. 1 minute, 7 seconds, and 17 milliseconds. Making them the best performing team in the men's 4x50 meter surface relay. Here we are, Greece leading the game with the best result of both heats, followed by Ukraine. A great end to the first half of day 3 of the 18th CMAS European Junior Finswimming Championship. Thank you very much everyone for tuning in for the first half of day 3. We will resume our broadcasting with the finals scheduled at 5 p.m. our local time, which is 4 p.m. Central European time. Please tune in for an entertaining watch and some excellent fin swimming. Thank you very much. Bye.